Okay, so this is my mermaid skirt. This is still my basic skirt. I'm still here to extend for the mermaid. I just want to show you how I want to cut it out before I place it on another paper to extend for my mermaid. So you can see I already have my allowance. So I cut it out on that straight line. I always like to separate it on this line, which is not the sewing allowance line, because it helps whatever I'm doing, or it helps me to understand what I'm doing better. So you can see this is my CF phone, unfold, and the side without any allowance. I'll be doing the same thing for the CB. So the CB, I'll do the same thing, and then for the back I'll continue. This is Debbie's measurement, so that's why it's looking small. So for this part I cut off my bomb effect. Now the reason I'm doing the back is because I have no issue with the back, but I can also as well cut. Let me even cut so that you understand what I'm doing well. So I'll do the same thing I did for CF or CB. So you can see it has no zip allowance and it has no side allowance. So I cut it straight all the way down. You can see that this is also almost like your gauze skirt. The only difference is this does not have panels. So after I cut off, this is it. This is my CF and this is my CB. So the next thing I do is place it on another paper and then extend my flare and then join it. I'll show you how to do that. So for the CF, you can see I've added it on another paper. So this is my CF, I placed it on another paper. So the next thing is to figure out what amount of flare do I want to use. So I said, don't forget, I said minimum of 5. So I can come and do 5 inches or 6 inches, but because it's the miniature size, I'll just do my 5 inches. So I do that 5 inches and then I connect all the way. I connect to the goal point. This is my goal point here. So I connect it to that 5 inches. You can see. So I have that flare. So the next thing I can now do is whatever allowance, so which is my 1 inch allowance. So I can come measure my 1 inch allowance all the way, and then I have that. So this will be it. 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, and then I roll it all the way down. So now that I've done that, I just cut on my sewing allowance. Don't forget my new waistline is there, so I cut that out. So this is my CF. So I'll show you how to do the CF. Okay, so this is my CB. You can see I've placed it on another paper now. Don't forget, this is the zip side and this is the side of the skirt. So for the zip, I can just leave it on my because it's miniature, I'll do 1 inch. Don't forget for mermaid, now the flare is only on the sides, not on the center back. If I want my flare to be on the center back, that means I want to do a tail skirt. So I just come and I do my 1 inch all the way up. Because this is miniature, that is why I'm using 1 inch. You can as well use 1 inch if you can do your zip on 1 inch. Now for the side, for my CF, I did an extension of 5 inches. So I'll come and do the same extension of 5 inches. Rule a straight line. So you can see, this is my flare. So I extended by 5 inches and then I rule a slant line. So from there, I can now do my sewing allowance, which is 1 inch. So So I do my 1 inch all the way down. 1 inch all the way. So now I cut on my allowance. That's it for the side, my center back. But another desired style, I can decide to have the same flare too at the center back. But most mermaid are always straight at the center back. The flare is just always only on the sides. But that's if I want to change the look of my mermaid dress, I can decide to have the flare at the back. It's my choice. Okay. So this is my CB and this is my CF. So you can see CB has its flare, CF has its flare. I'll place it on the fabric and then I'll cut. Don't forget I'm not doing any allowance because I have my allowance all on paper. 1 inch for the side, 1 inch for the side, 1 inch for the center back, and my CF is on fold. Okay guys, so after I place it on fabric and I cut, this is what I have. My CF on fold with my allowance. My CB cut in 2 pieces. You can see I have 2 pieces of it. So what I'll do is I'll hold the dart and then join both together on the side. But after, first thing I start with my CB, hold the back of my CB and then fix my zip. Now I've joined my back together. You can see I've held my dart, so I'll just fix the zip. So this is it. So the next thing I do is just join it on the side, the front to the 2 sides, add my zip and then my band. Now this is it. The next thing is to join the side of my mermaid dress. So I'm joining the side of my mermaid skirt. When you get to this point, be careful. Make sure both mouths are meeting. You can see I'm holding that, so make sure. So what I'll just do is join the side and fix my band. Okay, so once I'm done, you can see this is it. I've fixed my zip and my band, and this is it. Please note, after you've held the side, that is the gug point, please notch it a little bit in so that it can flow easily. And this is what it gives me. You can see all the way, and you can see my band neatly done. I purposely use this black thread so you can see it, and that is it. Thank you.